Hi everybody, Politics here, and welcome to another video. Dear Starmer recognises Palestinian state. What does Starmer think he's doing? What is he thinking of to recognise Palestinian state that doesn't exist? What on earth has got into him? Well, I can tell you what's got into him. Under pressure from Muslims who vote for Labour. They are they've been pushing him into recognise a Palestinian state because he knows that if he refused to recognise a Palestinian state, the Muslim voters they wouldn't vote for Labour again. But what on earth has gotten into him? How can he think of this when there are still hostages still being held by Hamas and not released yet? The Israelis have said that if they Hamas released the hostages, then this war would end. But no, the Hamas won't. I mean, I bet Hamas must be dancing in their tunnels hearing this news. They know that soft touch here is just rewarding them. It's like that the Israelis have said that if Starmer recognises Palestinian state, it's rewarding terrorism. Well, it is. But of course, Starmer, being stubborn, has got to do it. We're not the only country who's recognised, going to recognise Palestine as a state. Australia have done it. Their Prime Minister has done the same. And you've got Emmanuel Macron, hence, doing the same. It's like the whole of Europe and the other rest of the world are going to recognise Palestine. There's only the United States, which they've said they will not. But, I mean, what is wrong with these people? What on earth is Starmer thinking? If he thinks that this is going to distract us from his problems, he can think again. It won't. This will backfire on him spectacularly. I mean, the Israelis are already said how angry they are with Obama, and no doubt the Americans will be as well, especially Donald Trump. I think those two countries, Israel and America, will be very reluctant to share intelligence with us because they've say that they can't trust Starmer. I mean, I think some of his own MPs, his cabinet members are against this. Some of them are against recognising Palestine as a state. But of course, Starmer, being Starmer, has had to go ahead and do this. He just can't see the trouble that this is going to cause. I mean, what is what what is the capital of Palestine? I mean, where is that? You can't answer that, can he? I mean, we've seen what the Israelis have done in Gaza, how they've smashed the place, and they're going to continue to do so until Hamas are finally defeated. Who's the Prime Minister of Palestine or President of Palestine? These are many questions to be answered. And of course, Starmer, he can't answer them. like I've said, and everybody else is saying that he's been pressurised into this by the Muslim voters. They've pressurised him into doing this, and he knows that if he doesn't recognise Palestine as a state, they won't vote for him at the next election. Mind you, I don't think they will. I think some of them will probably vote for these other independent and other little parties that support Gaza, and they'll probably go and vote for them, but they won't vote for Labour. But what on earth has made him do this? We do not know. I mean, there isn't. Palestine doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. The Israelis have said that there will never be Palestinian state, and who can blame them to what happened on October the 7th? Who can blame them? They've categorically said that there isn't going to be a Palestinian state. Even America won't recognise Palestine state. Or other countries like us, France and Australia, and other countries around the world, they've said they will. I mean, Starmer said, didn't he, back in July, that by September he would recognise Palestinian state if there is no ceasefire or ending of the war in Gaza. He said that in July, didn't he? But of course, this is going to cause all sorts of trouble. Like I've said, I'm not surprised that Hamas are not dancing in the tunnels, if there's any left for them to dancing. Because if they try to come out of hiding on the streets of Gaza, what's left of Gaza, they know what's going to happen. As soon as they pop their heads out, the Israelis will do what they do. And we all know what that means, don't we? Of course, like I've said, Starmer he's desperate at the moment. He's desperate. I think he's just clinging on to power by his fingernails. He knows that his time is nearly up as Prime Minister, and he's going to cause even more trouble for us in the UK and other countries around the world. But this will have a knock-on effect, no doubt about it. I mean, there's some of his MPs on his backbenchers have said they want Gazans to come and live here in the UK. Well, we've got enough we've got enough migrants arriving in things as it is. We don't need them over here. I mean, they're already Gazan children being treated in our hospitals on the NHS. But like I've said, Starmer, well, he's bitten off more than he can chew this time. If this doesn't bring him down, I don't know what will, because he's already on borrowed time, isn't he? His time's nearly up. I mean, you've got the UN. They've also said they want to recognise Palestinian state. Well, we know how useless they are, don't we? The UN, they can't do anything right. They don't seem to be able to stop wars. They're incapable of doing it. It'll be interesting to see what happens when Starmer goes over to the UN for their general meeting. It's only this month, isn't it? I don't know whether he's flown out yet, but I don't think he's going to get a very good reception from the Israelis or the Americans, especially Donald Trump. Donald Trump is not going to be very happy with him, and he'll let him know in uncertain terms what he thinks of this decision. But like I've said, Starmer's been bounced into this. He's been pressurised from the Muslim voters who you vote for Labour. And I suppose they've said that if Starmer doesn't recognise Palestine as a state, they won't vote for him the next election. Well, to come to think of it, nobody's going to vote for it. The way the opinion polls are going at the moment, Labour are facing a wipeout at the next election. So Starmer has done all this, he brought all this on himself, being such an idiot. I mean, it's been a complete disaster, hasn't it? For his first year, well, Labour's first year in government, it's been a complete and utter disaster and failure. But this, well, I don't know how he came to this decision. I mean, he announced this yesterday, didn't he, on the TV? Robotic Starmer. Oh, doesn't, I mean, doesn't he give, doesn't he give rousing speeches, Starmer? Rousing speeches by foot. He's incapable of doing anything. He's boring. Everybody says he's boring, and he is. He's the most boring man on the planet. Like, like he shouldn't be Prime Minister. Let's hope that let's hope that in next year's Welsh and Scottish elections, Labour do that badly, but they'll be then calling for Starmer to go. He doesn't install confidence in you, does he, Starmer? Pathetic. He's absolutely useless. Well, anyway, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off. And remember, don't believe the lies.